Previously on Splinter Cell.
An 8-story apartment building and surrounding 4 blocks in Hopegate, Maryland, were evacuated today by the National Guard. Authorities cited a gas leak as the reason for the evacuation, stressing that today's events had no relation whatsoever to Kombayn, Nikoladze or the Georgian information crisis. Hopegate, less than half an hour from downtown Washington, D.C., will, since the recovery and confirmed identity of President Kombayn Nikoladze's corpse 5 days ago. Palace guards fatally shot President Nikoladze in the midst of what appears to have been an attempted ousting of acting President Varlam Kristavi. In a press conference this morning, U.S. President Bowers lauded the American people for their courage.
We were injured, we stumbled, but we did not fall. The world knows no hardship or terror that American tenacity cannot overcome. The world knows no problem that American ingenuity cannot solve. And so I extend my deepest admiration to every U.S. citizen of the world, to every civilian and every soldier standing firm against the terror and tyrannies of wicked men. History will not forget your resolve. History will not forget your resolve.
Dad, what's going on? You haven't laughed since the Reagan administration.
It's nothing. Forget about it.
We have kept the bright flame of American freedom burning throughout the world. May God clear our vision and strengthen our minds for the work to come. And may God bless America.
You're not leaving again, are you, Dad?
Hello, Lambert.
Fisher, we got an okay from the Joint Chiefs for Grim's daughter's plan.
Crazy.
All you'll need to do is get Masse logged onto his terminal. I'll take care of the rest.
What's going on, everybody? It's Snot Ragged. We have more Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. This is the Ubisoft version instead of the Steam version because we have the bonus missions. We are doing Kola Cell on hard difficulty. And if you follow along exactly what I do here in the beginning, you should be able to get through this no problem. This is a very tough mission, actually. And I was kind of surprised on what to do. This was my first playthrough that I recorded and everything. But if you follow along with this video and everything that I do, you should be able to get through it no problem. We're going to wait here in this corner as soon as the guard is done with the radio. We're going to wait for him to come back down. And then we're going to take the bottle that we picked up from earlier. And we're going to throw it down into the tunnel that we came from. That's going to cause him to go and take a look and investigate, and that gives us a brief window of opportunity in order for us to get by and go up those stairs. So here he comes. I recommend saving here because sometimes sometimes this distraction won't work. That's why I recommend saving here, just in case.
Who is that?
Wait here until he starts to go down to the tunnel. Now go. Up ahead there is a laser, so make sure you keep your NVGs on so that way you can see it. You're just going to jump right over it. And then you're going to climb up here and you're going to access this computer terminal. We're practically going to go back the way we came, except to our left there's a vent. We're going to hop right in there. This mission is really tough and really fun at the same time, and there's a couple instances where I've had to think on my feet in order to get by certain areas, and unfortunately this version of the game, there is the glitch where the headlamps on guards in the later section of the mission do not show up, so it's just timing your movements and everything like that that you're going to need to do. But we're not too worried about that at the moment. So as you can see here, I'm just checking my surroundings and everything because this is my first time playing this mission in a very long time. Door's locked, so you're going to need to pick it open. We still have one more mission to do after this one, and it's technically divided into 2 different missions, but it's going to be counted as 1 mission in my video. And after that is done, we're going to move on to my walkthrough of Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Hands down, the greatest Splinter Cell in the entire franchise. Once you're through the door and you come down the hallway, you're going to want to hang out in this closet here.
Yeah, I was just a kid at the time. I think my 2nd year with the Spetsnaz.
Was Gringo new?
No, that guy saw action in Afghanistan. He's been in the game since the 80s.
So the first 2 drunks?
Well, the first ended up in a coma. The other one, Gringo broke off 3 of his fingers.
Jesus. And the third?
Blinded him with a spoon.
Gross.
I'd recommend saving here, because sometimes if you're not in the right position, the guard will see you. He's going to come into this room, so all you got to do is move over here. He won't see you as long as you're careful, and we're going to sneak right behind him, grab him, and knock him out. We're going to need to take out some more people here, because this is kind of a tricky section in order to get by, and it's just really crammed food. A lot of moving parts here and everything. So that guard is going to go down that hallway. If he's not there, I just wait until you actually see him go down this hallway. Sneak right up and just knock him out. We're going to hide all the bodies back in that closet, because that closet is actually going to play a very vital role in order to progress with the mission. There is another guard where we're going. Like I said, this is my first playthrough, so I was looking under the doors and everything. You can't go in this room. There's nothing in here, not yet, until toward the end of the mission. Just let you know that right now. But I didn't know, so that's why I'm just like, maybe I could pick this open. I'm not sure. Try and do everything to get around the guard. This door is jammed as well. You can't come through here until the end of the mission. So down here, there is another guard. We're going to need to take this guy out as well. Luckily for us, we can utilize the iconic split jump here. So when you do this, he is going to hear it. And we're going to wait for him to come right underneath us and then knock him out. Shit, he's got a satchel, and I will pause the video for you guys if you're interested to read the data sticks and everything for more background. And again, we're going to just hide his body up the closet. These lights right here, you cannot shoot out. I'll demonstrate that here. For some reason, you can't shoot them out. I don't know what it is, but you can't shoot them. So those are lights to watch out for and everything like that. Once again, we're just going to hide this guy in the dark in the closet. The next section up ahead can be a little hit or miss depending on what you could do. But what I also found out is it's going to be another instance where you're going to need to disrupt guards' movement patterns just ever so slightly. And how we're going to do that is, again, another distraction with a bottle. Just climb over here. And I recommend saving right here because this can be a little tough to do. So we have 2 guards in here. As soon as that guard goes past the door, we should be good to go. What we're going to do is climb up on some boxes. But before you do that, make sure that you pick up a bottle. There's going to be one right here. And then climb up on top of these boxes. We're going to be hanging out here for quite a bit. So what we're going to do is, we're going to throw this when the guard in the white coat comes back. Just stay up here. Even after you throw it, you're still going to need to stay up here for a little bit until the time is right. Because the guard that's leaning on the wall will see you a lot if you don't do this. Okay, as soon as he starts making his way back there, go ahead and throw it.
Who is that?
And we're just going to chill right up here. I recommend saving up here because this might take you a couple of tries. It's really hit or miss to get by these guys, especially for the guard that's wearing the black coat. He's going to go back and lean up on the wall and he'll see you. Sometimes he won't. It's really hit or miss. That's why it's better to disrupt their movement pattern by throwing the bottle. See, it looks like that he went further down on the wall, which is what we want. So now would be a great time to move. So what you're going to do is you're going to stay right here. And just move on up, and you're good to go. somewhat silky smooth. There's a camera up ahead, so get in this corner right here and then equip the camera jammer. Now don't go darting into the room immediately because there is going to be a laser that we're going to need to jump up on. Luckily for me, I activated my goggles just in time just to catch myself. See? I'm like, ooh, not good. So wheel mouse all the way up, and then you're going to need a run and start. And you're good to go. Once again, I'm just clearing the corners and everything, making sure I'm okay. I'd recommend saving in here, because once you're done hacking these computers, it's a scripted event. So this computer will give you another data stick. It's the one right here that will activate the scripted event. All you gotta do is just come over here.
Attention! This
and
is
jump into the
Colonel
event.
Alexievich, acting commander. All personnel to full alert. We have enemy forces on site. Possibly multiple hostiles, definitely armed. All personnel to full alert. We have an intruder, and I want his head on a spike.
You're gonna want to wait in the vent for a little bit until you feel like it's safe to go. Because the guards are gonna storm in this area, and they will see you if you're right up on the grate. So just hang out here until you hear that the footsteps have kind of dissipated. And I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys look at all the data that we picked up. There's a picture of Phillip Masse, that's our target. For those interested in the story, Masse is the one who developed the algorithms that Kombayn Nikoladze used in all of his cyber attacks, which those information warfare algorithms are now being dubbed as the Masse Kernels. So he escaped after Kombayn Nikoladze was killed, and Echelon was able to trace him here, and that's why we're here. So we need to make sure that his research does not continue on, and because he has information that could jeopardize other countries, he needs to be killed. So his research needs to die with him. So we're going to get our camera jammer here once again, and we're going to go all the way back to where we originally were. I'm taking things slow here because once again, I think the guards are still in the room, but they're not. Once you do that section up there, the guards that were originally in this room disappear. So you don't have to take your time at this point.
Fisher, you've got a Georgian colonel named Alexievich incoming.
See, I hear them, like the audio and everything is completely whack. So I'm thinking that they're still in here, and I'm even using my thermals, I'm making sure everything's all clear, and I even do like this weird kind of like split jump peek, just to make sure I'm all clear here. See, there's no one there, so we're all clear.
Why have we not passed the checkpoint?
Sir?
We've come from open ground through 3 points of entry into a highly secure area without being stopped once.
You have an escort.
Don't second guess me, Tovarish.
Yes, sir, Colonel Alexievich, sir.
As soon as you get into this corner right here, I'd recommend saving. What we're gonna do is very, very tricky, and you need to do this. You need to time this very perfectly. So grab a bottle here, and we're gonna wait for the guard to go back toward the stairs. We're gonna jump up here, and before we get into the vent here, we're gonna throw this bottle against the wall and cause a distraction. This will give us enough time to sneak up behind the general and grab him. Or the colonel, excuse me. So we're gonna need to get there as quickly as we can. But we also gotta be careful for when we're close to the colonel that we land softly here. You don't wanna land standing up, otherwise he'll hear you. Make sure you land soft, go up behind the colonel and grab him, and you're quickly gonna make your way to that closet from earlier. That closet is gonna be our lifeline here. Now the guard that was with Alexievich earlier is gonna be coming back here, and he's gonna be patrolling this hallway that's directly behind us. Make your way to the closet here as quickly as you can. Very, very tricky to do. Now we're gonna be here for a bit. I recommend saving in this closet. Here's what we're gonna do next. We need to distract the guard because that's Colonel Alexievich's bodyguard. We need to distract him. He's gonna be down that hallway. So what I do is I shoot the wall. What that's going to do is it's going to distract him long enough for him to go and investigate, and that's going to give us enough time to go down that hallway and then cut to the right. There's going to be another hiding spot. We're going to need to do the shooting distraction twice.
Who's out there?
So I reloaded the checkpoint there because something went wrong. I think my game crashed. I wasn't quite sure. But as soon as you shoot that wall there, he's going to go look. You're going to immediately cut to your left. There's a dark spot right here in this corner. We're going to hide out here and wait for him to come back. We're going to do the same thing once again, like I said. We are going to distract him by shooting the wall again. We need to wait for him to do a specific movement pattern. He will not see you. You should be okay if you're right here.
God, I need a drink.
So now he's calmed down. That's going to be our opportunity to get into a better position and shoot down the hallway again, causing him to go look. Very, very tricky to do this. I recommend saving here just that way in case you screw it up. Or the game crashes like mine did. So once you're in a good spot, you're in the dark here. Shoot the wall. As soon as he starts coming back.
Who is that?
Shoot down there, and then he's gonna go look. When he starts moving, now's our time to go. This will give you enough time to get through this door and down the hall where we have to go. Very, very tricky to pull that one off. Save here because this is the incident where the guards' headlamps will not show up. I can't remember the input code to fix that. But wait right here, and as soon as they turn around, that's when you can go. There's going to be another guard. Wait here until he turns around. And then move when he does. There's going to be like a little cubby hole right over here to the left. You're going to want to take him in here because he will come back and start looking for you. You're going to want to get to this corner right here. Otherwise, if you're not in this corner, he will see you. The guard that's coming back. I don't know why, but he'll see you if you're not here. There he goes. So now's our time to move. This should give you enough time to drag the Colonel all the way back to where we originally started and hit the retinal scanner. Silky move. Now the next part up ahead is very, very tough. There might be better ways to do this part, but this is the way that I did it without taking any damage. And also, we technically didn't have to kill Masse. We're not the ones who killed him. It turns out that he's going to be killed by his own buddies here, and I think it's just kind of funny how I was able to get away with that. So we're going to hide the Colonel's body just a little bit better. So this is very, very tricky to pull this next part off, and you're going to need to do it in a very quick-timey kind of fashion as well. I recommend saving as soon as we open the door. Masse is going to be in this door to the left, but also up here. These guys are going to be an absolute pain in the ass to deal with because look at what they got on them. They got night vision.
They will, eventually. Let them. Don't be an ass.
So those guys are going to be the bane to my existence here in just a couple of minutes. Save here.
Crap. Just stay out of my way. Shoot, you incompetent buffoons. Crap. Can't think surrounded by you drooling
Walk slow, otherwise the guards and Phillip Masse will hear you.
What was that, Nikolai? Did you say something?
Nothing.
Now, wait here at the top of the stairs. Otherwise, if you proceed too quickly, the guard down there will see you. He's going to play a very important role later on. So go ahead and use your air coil round to stun him, and go up and knock him out. Now, at this part, I'm not too worried about Masse seeing me because he's just gonna hide and cower, and all we need to do is just grab him. Once we do, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out every single light in this entire area out. We're gonna take every light out. So grab your 5.7, and then Masse obviously is gonna hear that. Just go to work on all the lights. God, the accuracy in this game is just balls. Yeah, totally simple. So now that we got him, all we're gonna do is take out the rest of the lights. And I'm pretty sure with all the shooting that I just did, I only have a couple of rounds left in the magazine. So just do your best to take out all the lights here. And then what we're gonna do here, you can see that the slide is locked back on the 5.7, so we're out of ammo. This is very hard to do, so once you're done with the lights and everything, you're gonna wanna save, because this is the next part that's very tricky. Now, if you look over here, you'll see a whole bunch of wall mines. That's gonna come in handy really, really nicely here. So as soon as Masse is done with the computer, knock him out and run. Because the guards that we saw earlier are gonna throw a grenade down there, cause everything to blow up and kill Masse for us. Equip your sticky shockers here, because this corner is gonna be our lifesaver here. There you go, Masse is dead. We didn't even have to kill him. Okay, as soon as he's down, what you're gonna wanna do is save after you take down every single guard. So he's moving into position. Now, if you don't do this quick enough, what's going to happen is one of the guards is actually going to go and wake up the guard that we knocked out earlier before we grabbed Masse. Save here. And their movement patterns are different. So based on where they are and everything. So you hear that the music calmed down. We're not done yet. Like I said, there's one guard that's still up with the MVGs. He is going to go wake up the guard from earlier. And that's going to be a bit of a problem. So what we're going to do here is come over here, stun him, launch the grenades. Okay, so what that's going to do is it's going to knock out the guard again. We're going to wait for him to come over here. Boom. Silky smooth. So yeah, we didn't even need to kill Masse at all. But I take out the 5.7 and I put a couple in his head just to make sure. So, oh yeah, he pretty dead. He on fire and everything. So yeah, he's super dead. That section is very, very, very hard to do. There are probably other ways that you guys can search up on YouTube on how to do that part without taking damage, but that's the way that I found out how to do this on my own. Now, all we're going to do is we are just pretty much going to head back to where we came, except we're going to go into the room where these guys originally were when I saw them with the snake camera. I hear more movement because this is my first playthrough and everything like that I recorded. We're going to peek it just to make sure. And there's a little vent right in front of us. All we're going to do is just go right over there and jump in. And that's pretty much the end of the mission here. Coming up here in just a minute, there's going to be some more stuff that we got to do. Make sure you land soft there, just because of how close we are to the guards out here. I'd recommend saving here, especially because of that just bastardly section that we had to do earlier. So you remember the doors that were locked earlier? This is precisely where we are. So there's going to be 3 guards here. We're going to need to take out one of them. He's going to be directly behind this wall right here. There's going to be 2 more that have a almost perfectly synchronized patrol pattern. We're going to use that to our advantage. The best way that I saw this is that whenever the guard was crouched, that's our time to go up and grab him. So just go right up on him and grab him. And we're going to take him into the corner where we came from. Actually, no, I just totally forgot. We're actually going to take him into the retinal scanner room where we hid the Colonel. So there's 2 guards in there. You see the other guy in the very back there. We also got to worry about this guard right next to us. So as soon as that guard turns around, he turns around. That's our time to sneak. So they have almost perfectly synchronized patrol pattern. We just come into this room because the Colonel opened it up for us, so... And then we're just going to go right back to where they were. Pause it right here for you guys, so that way you guys can take a look at all the data, all the notes and everything that we found. If you guys want to pause the video and just take a look. So yeah, we practically did this almost 100% stealth on hard difficulty, and we did it without even, like, killing Masse. So, I mean, I put a couple of bullets into his body just to make sure that he was dead, just in case it's like, oh, well, you didn't kill Masse, mission failed, all that stuff, you know? But after that explosion, I'd be surprised if he was still alive from that. So all we're going to do is just wait for the guard to turn around. There's a couple of shadowy spots that's in this room here that we're going to use to our advantage. So just get right into this corner right here. You should be fine. You're in the dark. And all we're going to do is just play the wait game. Keep in mind, there is another guard down that hallway, and there's another guard behind us. So when this guard turns around and moves back where he came from, that should be our time to move. There's another shadow spot up ahead. Stay right here. As soon as the first guard turns around, we should be good to go. They're almost perfectly synced. Almost. So it's just a matter of playing the wait game and everything. We're just going to wait for them to come back and do their own thing, and then that's going to be time for us to go. So I think it's coming up right here. As soon as he goes past you there, you're good to go. Silky smooth. Ladies and gentlemen, we just did it. We beat Kola on hard difficulty. I guess 100% stealth, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, we did it. And that's how it's done. Make sure that you guys please like the video, comment, and subscribe so that way we can keep the channel going. Like I said, we're not done yet. We still have one more mission to go. So once again, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and please stay frosty.